In the quiet moments after Jesus ascended into heaven, the apostles were left with both awe and uncertainty. They had witnessed miracles, heard the voice of God, and seen the glory of Christ risen. Yet now, their master had returned to the Father. What was next? Into that silence came a gentle presence, the Blessed Virgin Mary. What followed was a divine encounter that strengthened the very foundation of the early church. The apostles gathered in the upper room, the same place where the Last Supper had been held. Candles flickered. The air was thick with prayer and longing. Peter, though a rock of faith, now carried the weight of leadership. John, the beloved disciple, kept close to Mary, the mother of the Lord, whose heart bore both sorrow and radiant peace. One night, as the apostles prayed in one accord, a light filled the room, not the kind that burns with fire, but one that soothes the soul. And there she was, Mary, the Mother of God, no longer only a mother in flesh, but glorified in spirit. Her garments shimmered like dawn, and her eyes held the wisdom of heaven. She did not speak right away. She simply walked among them, laying her hand upon each bowed head, whispering prayers only heaven could understand. Then she stood before them and said, "Fear not, my children. Though Jesus is with the Father, he is nearer than you think. The Holy Spirit will come as he promised. Be not troubled. You are not alone." The apostles wept, not from fear, but from overwhelming grace. Mary remained with them for many days. She taught them not just with words, but by her presence. She prayed with them, sang ancient psalms in Aramaic, and encouraged them to go out with boldness. When the day of Pentecost came and tongues of fire rested upon their heads, they understood. Her presence had prepared them. After Pentecost, tradition holds that Mary lived in Ephesus with John, the disciple to whom Jesus had entrusted her. There, she became the silent strength behind the early church. When persecutions arose, many disciples wrote letters to her, seeking counsel. Her prayers were said to bring healing, courage, and even conversions of heart. In one account, Thomas the Apostle, while preaching in distant lands, had a vision of Mary praying for him. She said, "Courage, son. Your path is hard, but heaven watches every step." He later claimed this vision saved his life, giving him the strength to preach where death loomed. Centuries passed. The church grew, faltered, rose again. Amidst this, countless saints claimed to feel Mary's presence. But one mystical vision from the early 2nd century tells a secret. After her assumption into heaven, Mary returned once more to the apostles, not in body, but in glorious spirit. In this vision, she came not in a room, but in a garden where the apostles had gathered in hiding during a great persecution. The trees trembled, and the stars glowed brighter. Mary appeared surrounded by angels. She said, "My children, you are the seeds of a mighty tree. Though wind shall tear its branches, the roots will hold. For you were planted by the word, watered by the Spirit, and guarded by love." Then she vanished, but her words remained etched in their hearts, and later written into the fabric of the church's prayers, art, and memory. This story is not merely a tale of the past. It is a call to the present. Mary, the mother of Jesus, did not abandon the apostles, and she does not abandon us. She is the mother of the church, the queen of heaven, and our gentle guide through every storm. When we feel alone, uncertain, or weak in faith, remember, she walks with us still. Dear listener, if your heart has wandered, come back. If your spirit is tired, let Mary pray with you. If the world has made you doubt, look to the light she carries. For just as she comforted the apostles, she now whispers to you, "You are not alone. My Son walks with you. I walk with you. Let your faith arise. Dove, pray. Trust. Follow. Dove.